Good morning, world. It's coming at 10 o'clock. Hope you guys enjoyed my video I made yesterday. Did you clean the house yesterday? No, yesterday I did not clean the house. I'm supposed to clean it today. I just cashed my cans yesterday and I got my smokes and my bought a beer. Yeah. There's enough sunlight, so I don't need to put the lights on. Yeah. Ivan, Zane's is a masterpiece? Yes, it is. Zane's is a masterpiece. I sound a bit weird, guys. I'm a little bit under the weather. My nose is a little bit stuffed. Tiny little bit stuffed, right? I might have caught a virus or something like that. Yeah. Zane's is really a masterpiece. Ivan, yeah, it's a masterpiece, man. It's an amazing book that I wrote. And the Gates know that, hence why they want to control my brain. Yeah, Ivan's book's gonna be so popular, more popular than Harry Potter. We want to control that, but you're not controlling it. It's my money, not yours. Yeah. Why are they so greedy? Because it's an envy, obviously. They have an envy towards me and my wife. It's a demonic envy they have towards me and my wife. They're envious. They're envy of our genetics, our beauty, the fact that we're God. We're bigger than them. We create the universe. They may own the whole financial system in the world, but they did not create the universe. We create the universe, hence we're bigger than them. They know we're the true heirs, and they're envious. Hence why they don't want me having. And because this is their house and they own everything in the world, they control everything in the world. If I don't sell to them, they see that as me stealing from their house because I'm controlling my own money, and the money that I make off my movie merchant game, they don't touch. So they see that as me stealing from them because they're greedy psychopaths, obviously. Yeah. Yeah. Hence why they want me to sell. But I'm not selling. I'm not letting kids do like that. No way. I don't want to share it with the garbage. Are you fucking crazy? No way, man. My life will be destroyed if I sell, man. Yeah. My life will be destroyed if I sell. Yeah. 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 So Zane's will be a popular IP, yeah, man. The biggest IP in the anime industry, bigger than Star Wars, Marvel, all that stuff, yeah. That's why the gates are pissed because they're thinking of the bigger picture. Yeah, Ivan's going to do billions. He's going to make billions off his book, and then he's going to start his film studio with his wife. He's going to start his film studio with his wife, and he can use that money to self-finance his own movie and his game and sell his merch on Amazon. He's going to make his billions off that. We want to control that, yeah, because they're greedy pigs, but you already make your tens of trillions around the world, and you have, I don't know, your 80 trillion in your bank. You're not touching my money, man. You're just a greedy psychopath. There's no way I'm going to let you control my brand when you have all that money and you make all that money around the world. No way, man. Money off the world is mine. The billions is for me, it's not for you. You already have enough money in your bank and you make enough money in the world. The money off the book is mine, it's not yours. You're just greedy. You're a greedy pig. Yeah. Some Zara? Yeah. I work tomorrow and Tuesday at Coco Fruity. Yeah. Yeah. Did you go on the treadmill yesterday? I mean, yes, I did. I went on the treadmill yesterday for an hour. I finally stopped procrastinating. I'm like, yeah, I want to lose this weight and get your girlfriend. And I went on the treadmill for an hour. But I want to try to do 7 days a week like I did 10 years ago. I went 7 days a week. But 10 years ago, I was in better shape because I was only like 22 years old. I was much younger. Now I'm a bit older, but I'm still in good shape. And 10 years ago, when I went on the treadmill, I went for like an hour and 15 minutes, and I was burning like 400 calories every night. That's why in 5 months I lost like 50 pounds. Whereas now I'm walking on a slower speed at 2.7, and I only go for an hour, so I burn about 220 calories. That's pretty good. Yeah. Are you gonna go against that? Yeah, I'm gonna go against that. I'm gonna go 7 days a week. I'm gonna be serious. Sometimes I'll do maybe 5 days if I'm tired, but I'm gonna aim to do 7 days a week every day on the treadmill. And then you have to eat right too. Eat food at home. I'll have 2 cheat days a week. When I work at Denny's, I'll eat my junk food, my burger, my onion rings, or my pizza. The rest of the week, I eat food at home. I'm not tempted to buy food. I eat food at home. That way, I lose the weight, obviously. I want to get my first girlfriend, obviously. The chick at Denny's, I'm gonna go for her. Or maybe another chick, I don't know, but I like the chick at Denny's, obviously. What if VG gives you hell? I mean, I'm gonna ignore her because she's a cheating whore. She cheats on me every week, and so I'm not gonna do it. Yeah, there you go. She wants her full cake, but she's not gonna get her full cake because VJ's a selfish woman. She wants her full cake. She's crazy. It's okay for me to let all these guys touch me, but it's not okay for Ivan to touch one chick because she's crazy, man. She has double standards in a relationship. Like, you already let enough men touch you. Like, oh, I'm gonna date. I have my girlfriend. If you're mad, it's too bad. Karma's a bitch. There you go. You had your first year boyfriends. I never had any of that in my life, man. You know, I did it all. I made out with guys. I hooked up with guys, and I had guys caress me and kiss my cheeks. You never had any of that. Yeah. I want to experience that. That's why I'm going to get my girlfriend. My wife is demonized. That's too bad. She gives me hell. It's too bad. She's being a hypocrite. She had her first year boyfriends. She's fucking evil, man, yo. Yeah, man. Yeah. 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 All right, how much money do you make off your book, Ivan? 10 to 20 billion around there. Or I might make more, I don't know. I might make my 30, 40, 50 billion, but probably 10 to 20 billion I make off the book. Around that range, right? Maybe 20 billion, maybe 22, 23 billion, maybe 17 billion, 18 billion, maybe 14, 15 billion, maybe only 10 billion, 11, 12, I don't know. It's around that range. Or I'm shocked that I make 30, 40, 50, but to make 30, 40, 50 billion, a good like 3+ billion people have to buy my book, man. 3 billion, 3.5 billion people don't have to buy it, but there's only like 1.5 billion English speaking people in the world, so it cuts it down to maybe 20 billion, maybe 22, 23 billion, maybe 18 billion, 15 billion around there, yeah, 14 billion, yeah. Maybe 10, 10.5, I don't know, around there, right, yeah. I make off the book. All I know is that it's in the billions. It's 10+ billion I'm gonna make. I don't know. We'll see what happens, obviously. That's why the gates don't touch my money, man. You have more than money in your bag. You make enough money in the world. The billions on the book is for me. And life is not for you. You lock all the doors on me and hid your wealth from me. You only part of the outside. You're not, and you did this evil to me. You're not taking control of my book. It's not your money. It's mine. And I'm fighting for my rights because the gates don't want me controlling my own brand. Because they're greedy pigs, obviously. Yeah. Yeah. How much money did you make off your book, by the way? How much money did you make, honey? No, Sam, my girl's fucking evil. Seriously, how much money did you make? Yeah, I made like 14 billion off the book. You made $14 million off your book. I'm like, yeah. She's like, holy shit, that's a lot of money. Yeah. Ivan, what if every single person in the world buys your book? If all 7 billion people in the world buy my book, I'm going to make my 70, 80, 90 billion dollars around there. 80 billion, 70 billion around there, I make off the book, which is not going to happen because most people in the world don't speak English. You're looking at probably a billion copies sold around there, right? So I make my 20, maybe 18, no, 14 billion. Yeah. All I know is that's 10 plus billion. I'm going to make my 10 plus billion off my book. That's what my VJ will be like, I how much you make off your book, by the way? Yeah, I made 14 billion. You made 14 billion off your book? Holy shit, that's a lot of money. Yeah, she's shocked. She doesn't know what it's like to have billions in her account, right? You're going to share that with me, I'm like, yeah, I will, relax. We'll go to Vancouver, I'll register for the cards. I'll share the money with you, chill. But she wants to get the clothes with me, her makeup, her shoes. She wants to get her nice car. She wants to build that dream of $600 house with me. Start the film studio with me. Buy the jet, buy the yacht. Go to events, go to restaurants, all that stuff. Clubs. Travel around the world, hit the best suites, yeah. She wants to do all that with me, yeah. I want to be featured in a magazine. I want to travel with him. I want to be a famous movie star with him. I want to sign on mask on Amazon with him. I want to go close shop with him. I want to travel with him because she's fucking crazy. Yeah. Yeah. So Skies were in Hollywood. I think, yeah, Skies is a name we I showed you guys. I made many videos about my Skies company. My company's burned Hollywood. It pays more on Hollywood on average. You guys know how much I want to pay the actors, right? Yes, being a Hollywood on average for the payments, the actors get perks too. They get featured on the magazine with the magazine pictures of me. They get interviewed for the Sky Source News on my website. Something fucking cool, like Hollywood Reporter. Yeah, something fucking cool. Yeah, they're gonna be trying with me and experience the crazy fame and fans, the buzz with me. Yeah, they're gonna experience that worldwide fame. It's better than Hollywood. Feature at the Red Cardigan, a luxury hotel with me. Yeah, and the crazy buzz with the fans. Better than Hollywood, man. Bigger budget movies, better budget movies. Luxury buffet. Flying probably on my private jet. Yeah. Yeah. Hence why I'm not selling. Why the fuck would I sell when the money I make off my book, I can use that money to start my own film studio, better than Hollywood. I can fund Zanus for $1.8 billion, whereas Hollywood would not fund Zanus for $1.8 billion. They fund it for maybe $350 million. I told you, $350 million towards Zanus won't cut it. You got to put like $1 billion plus towards that if you want to tell that amazing story. Yeah. Yeah, $1.8 billion I'm putting towards Zanus. Look at an amazing movie, man. With the 3 volumes, yeah, $1.8 billion I'm putting towards 3 volumes of Zanus. That's what we're looking at, an amazing movie. That's why people shocked. Ivan, you're putting $1.8 billion towards Zanus, your 3 volumes. I'm like, yeah, he's like, holy shit. How much money are you putting towards visual effects, special effects? I don't know, but you're $1 billion. You're putting $1 billion towards visual effects and special effects. I'm like, yeah, he's like, holy shit, we can do unheard of things with that kind of money, Ivan. Ivan, like, you gave me an unlimited budget. I don't have to. We can do this for the wolves, for the bats, for the war, for the whirling. We can do whatever we want, Ivan. Yeah, we have unlimited budget, and he's salivating over the movie. And that's when he becomes blind by his grief for the movie, Peter. He's blinded by his paycheck because he signed his 1.1 billion deal, 1.1 plus billion deal, and I gave him unlimited resources. Hence why he becomes blind by his grief for the movie. He might push for lower salaries for the actors. I'm like, Peter, don't pay Yvonne Georgiou his $700K. Pay him $2.5 to $4 million in the movie contract. Don't be fucking greedy, man. It's not a great paycheck for Hollywood actors. I'm sorry. Pay Yvonne Georgiou his $3.5 to $4 million for the movie contract. Don't pay him $700K. Okay, Ivan, yes. Otherwise, we'll be pissed off, man. That's not that great. It's a good paycheck for an average person. For a Hollywood celebrity, it's not that great. See, $700,000 is a shitload of money for an average person. But for a Hollywood celebrity, it's not that great. Because Hollywood celebrities have different standards. I have a different standard when it comes to their payments because they're all rich. So make sure you pay them Yvonne Georgiou a rich contract. Don't pay him $700K, Peter. So I'm saying it's not that great. Not bad, but it's not that great. If you want him to work hard for you and destroy the local power, you got to pay him $2.5 to $4 million. Way it works hard for you, Peter. So I'm saying. Yeah. Okay, Ivan. Yes. And you have to listen to me, Peter. I'm the boss over you. You are the boss of the movie, but you answer to me and my wife. We're still the boss over you. We're the studio heads, and you have to listen to me. Don't pay Yvonne Georgiou $700K. Pay him 3.5 to 4. If you don't want to pay him 4, pay him 3.5. That way he gets a nice paycheck. He can get his like $200,000 cars, man. With $700K, he can't get that kind of car. He can get a $6,000 car, yeah, but I mean he's a Hollywood celebrity. Make sure he gets paid, and give him money for the royalties. $5.5 million for the royalties, $1.5 million for the game. He gets his $200K for the commercials, the photo shoot, magazine shoots, and the what? And the interviews. So every time the actors are flown in to do their interviews for Sky Source News, their photo shoot, magazine shoots, and their commercials, they get their $10,000 check, which is nice side money for the actor, obviously. And Yvonne Georgiou also gets potential earnings in speaking if I go world touring. He'll make his $250, $300, $350, $400, $500K in speaking. Yeah. The speaking money is a massive deal. It's a huge deal. That's why in the contract I'm going to put for all my movies, potential earnings in speaking. If you go speaking with me, world touring with me, you get paid for it. You'll make your 200, 250, 300, 400, 500K in speaking. Even more perhaps, 700, 800K. Just depends on what places we speak at. If we speak at 100 places, the actors will be pulling in their $1,900,000, $800,000 in speaking around there. 700K in speaking. 50 places, 250, 300, 400K maybe speaking. 500K speaking, yeah, around there. The speaking earnings, which is nice side money for a Hollywood actor, right? For speaking. But chances are I'm going to speak at like maybe 50 places. So the actors will make their 300, 400K in speaking around there, which is nice side money for the actors. Fly my private jet around the world. We stay at the best suites, hotel suites. We stay at hotel suites. And the actors have their limo services and they're experiencing that crazy feeling. Yeah, the parties, you know what I'm saying? During the world tour, they're flying in private jet. They have a blast, man. You get paid for it, too. A lot of money. They get paid for it. Yeah. That's if I go world tour. I might not go world tour. Right? We'll see what happens. That's why the Hollywood actors agents are greedy pigs. Yeah, Ivan, if you go on your world tour and you go speaking, we want 10% of the actors' earnings. Yeah, the agents are going to want 10% of the actors' speaking earnings too, because they're greedy pigs. Yeah, if John Boyega makes $500K in speaking, I want 10% of that. I want 10% of his game money, his base, his royalty, even his side money for the commercials. I want 10% of everything, Ivan. But the $2,000 gift card, you're not taking 10% of that. That's a gift from the company. I'm going to tell the agent, yeah, the $2,000 gift card, you guys are not touching that. That's a gift from the company. But everything else, you get your 10%. The agents get their 10% off the actors' earnings. So I'm sorry, because they're greedy pigs, Hollywood agents. They want, yeah, well, we want 10% of everything. They're greedy pigs, yeah. Yeah. Supposed to clean the house today for $40. I get paid yet, Denny's, but my Denny's check, I'm not touching it, so I don't want to touch my Denny's money. Really, Ivan, yeah. I'm gonna have a new strategy with budgeting. Instead of getting 6 beers, I'll just get a pack of smokes and maybe a 40. A pack of smokes and a 40, like two beers. That's good enough for me. I'm not gonna get the 6 can of beer anymore because I don't want to touch my Denny's money. I need to save my money, my Denny's money, because in May I get my T4. I don't know. I might get a few $1,000s. I want to get my book proofread. I'm gonna use that money to get my book proofread, obviously. I'm sorry. Because the folks are gonna sell the house soon, yeah. Obviously. Yeah. John, please. I will, man. Don't worry about it. No, I'm saying, yeah. Yo, congrats, John. I saw the news, man. You signed you got canceled for vote. You signed your deal. Yeah, I signed my contract. You know, I said, you signed a big deal. Yeah, I signed a master deal. The actors know how much I want to pay him, right? Yeah, I signed a master deal. I signed like a $19 million deal. He won't tell them what kind of deal he signed, but they know because they saw my videos, right? John Boyega signed like a 19 million Canadian deal, which is like a 7 million deal in pounds. That's a massive contract for John Boyega. Yeah, he doesn't make that in Hollywood. Adam Driver and Oscar Isaac don't even make that in Hollywood. They make a few $1,000,000 for their movies, like 3-4 million maybe they make. Yeah. I'm not giving you word. If I ask you for word, you wouldn't give me either. I'm not giving you word. I'm not gonna give word. Andrews, please. I will, guys. Don't worry about it. I'm saying I'm not giving you word. If I ask you for word, you wouldn't give word either. I'm not giving you word. I was not gonna give word. He's selfish, man. Yeah, man. They're all selfish, those actors in Hollywood. Yeah. We're doing something crazy right now in Hollywood. All the Hollywood actors are now with Zayn stars. Something crazy. That's why my wife made that Bang on song, because me and her are now boss, and all the Hollywood actors are begging these actors for word. Because they feel they're left behind and their movies are side tension. They feel like shit. With Ivan and BJ Zane's movie is the main event. Their movies is side tension. That's why they're all begging for word. It's crazy, man. Yeah. It's crazy. That's why they're all begging for word. Oh, I spilled beer in my pants. Yeah. Yeah. So for the world tour, you have to cover, for the world tour, if the actors go world touring for Zane's, which you might go world touring, you have to cover the actors' traveling expenses and their living expenses, as well as their feeding expenses. And transportation expenses, too. So whenever the actors land in some city for the world tour, I'm gonna have to hire drivers to drive us. Either limo services or drivers. Remember the Mel Gibson experience when the driver, you have to have a driver that takes us to the event, that takes the actors to wherever they want to go. So if the actors want to go see a movie on theaters, they have 24 hours of driving services for them to take them to the store, to the movies to see a movie. Yeah, and take us to the event too. And I'll give my presidents my business card. They're responsible for paying for everything. Hey, look and see if there's any luxury hotels in this city. We have to find a luxury hotel where we can stay, and the actors stay in the luxury hotel suites. But don't get very expensive suites. Like, have the actors stay in like $1,800, $2,000 night suites. Don't have them stay in like $8,000 night suites. You're gonna drain the budget. Have them stay in suites, but cheaper ones, like $1,000 night suites. Some say $1,500 night suites. I can easily afford that. And the actors will be flown on my private jet, on my 2 jets. And they also get feeding. You don't want to have the actors pay for their own food. No, you have to pay for their feeding too. But everything else, if you guys want to go see a movie on theaters, go have a drink downstairs at the bar. That's your own money. I'm not paying for you. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. You're already rich and you made your millions off the movie. If you want to have a beer with your co-stars downstairs at the bar and hotel, that's your own money. I'm not paying for you. But sometimes I'll do a thing, and I'll be doing parties with the actors. Whenever I do parties with the actors, I'll be paying for the alcohol. Obviously, it's on me. I'll pay for the alcohol and everything when I do parties with the actors during the world tour. But if you want to go have a beer downstairs at the hotel with your co-stars, that's your own money. I'm not paying for you. If you want to get some clothes, some nice stuff for your wife or your girlfriend or your kids, that's your own money. If you want to go see a movie on theaters, that's your own money. But if you want it, feeding is covered. Yeah, guys, find a buffet restaurant for each city we land in, and that's where we're gonna eat our breakfast, dinner, and lunch, dinner and breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You need to pay for the actors' feeding too. You don't want to have the actors pay for their own food. No, you have to pay for their feeding too. Yeah, that's why the agents are like, yeah, if you go world touring for Zayas, I want 10% of the actors' earnings, because the agents know the actors are gonna make a lot of money, like a couple $100,000, man. 250, 300, 400K in speaking money. Yeah, a lot of money. Yeah. That's why guys will blow out of the water. And now you understand why they're going to pay. They just experienced that crazy fame. If I go world touring, they went world touring with me. They had a blast. Parties and the crazy fame and the trends with the fans and everything. And they're going to pay. Ivan's company blows out of the water. Well, Ivan, please, man, can I be in that next movie with Keanu Reeves? I'm like, no, man, you're not good for the great sake of Keanu Reeves. You're not good. I'm sorry. You're not good for the great sake of Keanu Reeves. You're not good, man. You're not good for the great sake of Keanu Reeves. You're not good, I'm sorry. Yeah. Keanu Reeves, Scarlett Johansson, nothing felt like shit during the 5 years of the Zayn's project. Now they want to experience what you guys experience. You can't be selfish. You're not good for the greatest game of Keanu Reeves, guys. You're not good. You can shed tears and bail all you want. You're not good for the movie. I'm not actually doing that, Samsara. So they're really gonna beg, man. Some of them might cry. Oh, Ivan, please, man. I don't want to be left behind, Ivan. I might look, man. You can shed tears and you're still not good for the movie, man. I'm not actually doing that, man. I'm not gonna have a cinematic as my movie. The only one who's really good for the greatest game is Idris Elba. I told you, if I re-sign him, he's gonna create a stir in the Hollywood industry, and everyone's gonna be pissed off. What the fuck? Like, Idris Elba was already in Zayn's. Why the fuck is he in the greatest game? That's not fair. Yeah, you need to give other actors an opportunity to experience what you guys experience. You can't be selfish, guys. Ivan, man, I don't want to go back to Hollywood, man. Like, Hollywood's not your company, I know, but you're not good for the next movie, guys. You're gonna go back to Hollywood that behind you deserve. And I launch your careers, you're welcome. Yeah, but Ivan, even though my career is launched, like my career feels meaningless without you, man. Like, I'm the side attention, I know, but I launch your careers, you're welcome. Ivan, I don't want to go back to Hollywood, man. I want to work for you for the rest of my life. I know, but you're not good for the great sake of Keanu Reeves. You're not good. Because they all want to be in that secret agent movie so bad, though, the Zayn stars, but they're not good for the movie. That's why I'm not going to sign them, obviously. Some Sarah? Yeah, give me a sec, guys. I have to use the bathroom. I'll be back in a sec. Give me going to wait. All right, guys, I'm back. Sorry for the way I have to use the bathroom. But give me a sec, guys. I'm gonna go upstairs and get a coffee for myself. I'll be back in a sec. Just get it if you don't want to wait. If you don't want to wait. Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry for the really long wait, man. You guys had to wait, I don't know, like 13 minutes. I went upstairs to get my coffee and they made breakfast. So, yeah, you guys had to wait like 15 minutes. Sorry about that, guys. Or I'm supposed to get my breakfast. What are you eating, Ivan? I'm eating pretty much like a French toast with butter on top, melted butter on top with boiled eggs. It's really good. The folks made it. Yeah, the Hollywood actors Asians are greedy, Ivan. You gotta be careful. Watch out for the greedy Asians, Ivan. They're greedy in Hollywood. Especially the ones who represent the bigger A-listers are greedy pigs. The ones who represent Keanu Reeves, Dwayne Johnson, Will Smith, Tom Hanks, Tom Cruise, those Asians are greedy. They're gonna push for a lot of money for their actors. Well, yeah, Ivan, yeah, man. Keanu Reeves' agent might push for a $160, $180 million deal for the royalties. And like a $60 million side for Keanu Reeves. I'm like, nah, man. I know you smell wonder why you're getting greedy. I'm not paying him that, man. Yeah. I'm not going any higher than $50 million for my salary for a bigger editor, so that's good enough. Anything over 50, you're being stupid. You have to watch for your budget. You have to create room to pay the crewmen, man. You pay an actor 60, 70 million for his base, that actor will affect your budget because you have to pay the crewmen too, and you have other actors to pay too. So you gotta be smart with your money. No. Keanu Reeves gets his $47 million. He has to take a $3 million pay because I have to create room to pay the crewmen. Yeah, that's a good deal for Keanu Reeves. He doesn't even make his Hollywood, yeah. And Keanu Reeves gets his $125 million for the points, for the royalties for the box office. That's a good deal for him. All right, well, 150. I'm like, no, he gets 125. It's good enough for him. Yeah. Some sour. So the Hollywood Asians are greedy. Yeah, they're greedy pigs. Hollywood Asians, they're greedy pigs, man. Yeah, that's where you gotta be careful, Ivan. Be careful for the greedy Asians in Hollywood. They're greedy. I don't blame them for being greedy because every agent wants to do their best they can to make to have their actors make a lot of money. The agents want to make more money too. That's why they're pushing for a higher contract. But you have to be careful with the agents. The Hollywood actors agents are greedy pigs. You have to be careful with the agents, obviously, especially the ones who represent the bigger actors. The ones who represent the A's actors are greedy. Even the ones who represent the smaller ones are greedy too. They're gonna push for more money. I'm like, nah, man. You gotta be smart. Like Brie Larson might push for maybe a 50 million, 70 million salary. I'm like, no, Brie, you get your 10 million. 10.5, 11. I can pay you even 11, but anything over 11, she's ripping you off. That's good enough. You get your 11. I can give you like 10.5, 11 million of the royalties. That's a 22 million deal. You don't make this now. That's a good deal for you. Ivan, what about 20 million royalties for Brie Larson? I'm like, no, she gets 11 million, 10.5. That's good enough for her. Ivan, a little bit of bonus? No. She's a small A-lister. Small A-listers don't get bonuses. Only the bigger ones get bonuses. Some Sarah? You gotta watch it for your budget. The actors are costing me for The Great Escape a lot of money. You gotta be careful, man, how you spend your money, man. Sarah? That's why Scott's from Burn Hollywood, man. Better company than Hollywood, yeah. Today's a Super Bowl. Somebody tells me the Chiefs are going to win again. I don't know. Patrick Mahomes might win again this year. If he does, that's 4 Super Bowls he won so far. Yeah, it's crazy, huh? Yeah. Yeah, once you guys read my book, it'll finally hit your mind. Holy shit. You know what I'm saying? Ivan's book will be a masterpiece if he adapts it to a movie, yeah. You read the book, you start to think of the story, yeah, I see Ivan's point. If you turn this book into a movie, you're looking at a masterpiece. Yeah. Bear Lord of the Rings, yes. You start to picture the scenes, and yeah, this is going to be Bear Lord of the Rings, yeah. Bear Lord of the Rings. Peter might even tell me, yeah, Ivan, this is better than my Lord of the Rings. This is going to be a better movie than my Lord of the Rings. Yeah, this is a bigger, deeper story, Ivan. Yeah, Ivan, you imagine a huge exodus from 5,000 people. And they're in the caverns like Moria. Or the demon bats over there looking at a masterpiece. They're scared with torches like Prince of Egypt. Oh, but yeah, Peter, he's like, holy shit. Looking at a sick movie, Ivan. This is Lord of the Rings, Ivan. Yeah, Peter's Lord of the Rings. Yeah. Yeah, after this, I'm going to clean the house for $40. Yeah. I'm going to pick up my Disney's check today, too. I'm not going to touch it, though. Disney's money, I don't want to touch it. Yeah. He had an amazing book that I wrote, man. Yeah, a masterpiece. That's why the Gates won't control it, because they know how good my book is. I even wrote a masterpiece. Yeah, I wrote a masterpiece, man. I wrote a masterpiece. Yeah. I wrote a masterpiece. Yeah, I wrote a masterpiece, man. You will see how many book, man. I wrote a masterpiece, guys. It's an amazing story. Yeah. Yeah, this is the best 22 bucks I ever spent in my life. This is the best $80, $85 I ever spent in my life. Even though Ivan's book was expensive, like 80, it was worth the money, man. This is the best Spanish I ever read in my life. Yeah. $85 for a book is pretty pricey, but I have to price it for that money because the printing costs for Lulu are very pricey. Like my book might cost maybe $35 to print. So if I sell it for only like $45, I'm making very little profit. That's why I'm going to sell it for $85. That way I make a nice profit. Because Lulu takes 20% of the cut. So you need to have good profit margins. That's why I'm going to price it for $85. But if you don't want to pay the $85, just pay the $22 and read the ebook on your laptop. So, Sarah, if you don't want to pay if $85 is too expensive for you, just pay the $22 and you read the book on your laptop. If you don't want to pay $85, from Sarah. That's why you have ebook options, which is good, obviously. Ebook is good too. That's why most people in the world are going to purchase the ebook. Yeah, I don't feel like paying $85 for a book. The only people who pay the $85 are the book nerds and like the rich. Like the Hollywood celebrities, $85 to a Hollywood celebrity is pocket change. But to an average person, that's pretty expensive, obviously, right? That's why most people are going to purchase the ebook. Because $22 is cheap. You pay a cheap $22 and you read the ebook on your laptop. Yeah. Sarah? And the whole world reads my book. Holy shit, Ivy's book is sick. I'm enjoying this book more than Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones, and Harry Potter. Yeah, man. I wrote a masterpiece. I wrote a masterpiece. Yeah, man. A masterpiece. I wrote a masterpiece. Yeah, man. I work tomorrow at 9. 9, Ivan, yeah, tomorrow I work at 9, man. 9 o'clock. Work at 9. Tomorrow at Coco Fruity. Yeah, and I work Tuesday too at Coco Fruity. That's why I can't work. I told my Dinty's boss I can't work at Dinty's because it's an emergency that they need me on Tuesday at Coco Fruity. So I decided to. I texted my boss. Yeah, I can't work Tuesday, obviously. Yeah. The manager at Dinty's texted me, Ivy, can you work 7 to 2 at on Sunday today? I said no because the Coco 40 boss had me on call for Sunday. So on call means if he needs me, he'll call me. That's why I told the manager at Dinty's, I said no because the Coco 40 boss might need me on Sunday, but he didn't call me yet, so that means I'm probably not working today. That's why I said no. Otherwise, I would have taken the 11 to 2 shift today. But yeah, because on Sundays I'm on call. On call means if they need me, they'll call me. That's why I told the manager it is I can't work today on Sunday. Obviously, some Sarah. Yeah. Oh, bless me. The deal with Amazon's 80-20. Me and my wife get 80% of the profits. Amazon gets 20% of the profits. That's the deal. For the Blu-ray box office, 4K Blu-ray box office, and for the merchandise. Me and BJ get 80%. Amazon gets 20% of the pie, and they own the exclusive distribution rights. But we own the brand. Some Sarah. Yeah. Alright, you're crazy. You think Zayas is better than Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter? Yes, it is, man. You'll see what I mean when you read it, man. Yeah, I don't know. Broadly Durfee, he binges my whole book in like 7, 8 hours. And once he finishes the book, he's like, holy shit, that was an amazing story. Yeah, I think this might be my favorite fantasy series ever written. Yeah, I enjoyed this more than Game of Thrones and Lord of the Rings, yes. Because Lord of the Rings, even though it's a masterpiece, it's a bit boring, man. Like, some sections of the book are dry and boring. I have to force myself to read, like, 10, 15 pages because J.R.R. Tolkien, every single page, he goes on an info dump spree where he dumps you with a bunch of information about the landscape, man. It's crazy. The mountains, the sunset, the trees, the grass. It's crazy, yeah. The horse, the door, the armor, it's crazy. Whereas my book, I don't do that. I focus more on the characters, less on info dumping. And that makes my story interesting. I know I'm doing it. Because if I spend 3, 4 pages dumping you with lines, I can bore you guys. Hence why I get right to the point. I focus on the characters' speech and dialogue and actions and what they think, and that makes the story more interesting. So your book is more, yeah, my book, I focus more on the characters and the story, whereas J.R.R. Tolkien, he focuses more on the story and the world building. But your characters are more important than your world building. Your world building is important, but if you can have amazing characters and amazing plot, you did your job and you wrote an amazing book. Whereas if you focus on world building more, your book can be a bit boring. Because J.R.R. Tolkien, his main focus is his world building. His world building jumps on a page, it's amazing. But his characters are not that great. They're dull in Lord of the Rings. They all sound the same. J.R.R. Tolkien has very dull characters when you read his book. They don't have a distinct voice. They all sound the same pretty much. Except for Gollum. Gollum, he did Gollum very well. Gollum in Two Towers, but Lord of the Rings, the characters are a bit dull, whereas my book, the characters are alive. They jump out on the page. They're amazing characters. Samsara? They're amazing characters, yeah. Samsara? They're amazing characters. Yeah. They're amazing characters, Samsara? Yeah. So what's the most important thing in a story, Ivan, for a book? Your characters and your story. That's number one. And world building is secondary. Your world building is important, but your characters are more important than your world building. Because your characters is what drives the narrative of your story. That's why you have to have write good characters and write a good plot. Those are your two keys to writing an amazing story. Your characters and your story. And your world building is secondary to that. Was J.R.R. Tolkien, the one mistake he did, he put his world building over his characters. Never do that, man. Your characters are you always put your characters before your world. Your world building is very important, but your characters are more in that world is more important than your world. Your story, write a good story, have a good plot, obviously, and have good characters, and you write an amazing novel. So, Sarah, and you also have to be creative. You have to have the gift, obviously. If you don't have the creative gift, you're gonna have a tough time penning down your fantasy novel. I talk about this many times in my past videos, right? Yeah. There are a lot of smart English students who get like 90s and 80s, and they're amazing English students, but they can't write their own novel because they don't have the gift, the creative gift. They take creative writing classes, they take courses, and they still can't write their novel because they don't have the creative gift. It's tough. And if they do write a novel, chances are the novel's boring. It's not great. There's plot holes in it. It's not a great story. So, Sarah? Yeah. I remember when I was in grade 8, when I was in English class, obviously, I remember we had to write this short story. And there was one, I told you this story before. There was one kid in that class. He was a nerdy kid. He was very smart. He got like 80s. He was a nerdy kid. He was my partner for the project, he was my partner when we had to write the short stories. I remember I wrote my own short story, and he wrote his own short story. I read his short story. It was boring, but his English was very good. And he read mine. He's like, this doesn't make any sense. He told me that. This doesn't make any sense, Ivan. He was putting me down. That guy. This doesn't make any sense, Ivan. Yeah, he was a very smart student, obviously. But he'll remember me. I remember that moment, man. And you'll remember me when that guy reads my book. He'll be like, holy shit. I remember when I put Ivan down in grade 8. When he wrote down the story. And then, and now he wrote a fast novel I can never write. Yeah, man. I shut that guy out for good. And I was in special English class. At first, I was in regular English, but I struggled in English. So they put me in special retard English in grade 8. Because I was struggling in English, obviously. And those English teachers are going to remember me. Holy shit, man. I remember when Ivan was not that great of a student. He wrote an amazing novel. Yeah, I wrote an amazing novel, man. And I wrote a novel that smart guy can't even write. And I remember I read his story. He had amazing English, obviously, but the story was a bit boring. It wasn't interesting. Because a lot of these English students, the difference between an English student and a great storyteller, the English students have amazing English. They know all the big words and everything. So when they write a book, what they try to do, the smart English student, what they try to do, they try to wow you with their amazing English when they write a story, but the story is still boring. It's a boring story. They don't have the gift. Whereas me, I don't have the greatest English. I don't wow you with all these big words, but because I'm an amazing storyteller, I have a gift. My story's interesting. Samsara? So the smart English student relies more on his good English. Yeah, a smart English student relies on his or her amazing English writing skills to write a novel. But when you read it, the English is amazing, but the story's boring. The plot's not going anywhere because they don't have the gift. Yeah. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. They rely on their good English to hopefully tell a good story. When you read the story, it's boring. Like, yeah, your English is amazing, but the story's boring. You catch plot holes, it's not great, and then they try to dupe you and wow you with their amazing English, their English rhetoric when they write, but their story isn't flowing well, it's boring, they don't have the gift, man. Whereas me, I don't wow you with the big English words, but because I'm a gifted storyteller, I have the gift. My book is amazing, my Zane's book is amazing, because I'm gifted, obviously. Yeah, that's the difference between a great writer and a great storyteller. Yeah, there's a difference between a great writer and a great storyteller. Don't confuse the two, right? There's a difference, obviously. One has amazing English knowledge, but they lack the creative gift. The other one does not necessarily have the best English writing, but they have a creative mind. They can write and tell a great story. Samsara? Yeah. Yeah. But that guy will remember me. The guy who said my story doesn't make any sense. He was putting me down. The story doesn't make any sense. He was hating on me. I'm like, yo, what did I do to you, man? Why are you being so rude, man? The story doesn't make any sense, Ivan. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay. And he'll remember me. Yeah, he reads my book. Holy shit. I remember when Ivan was in grade 8, like in York, like 30 years ago, and he wrote this amazing fantasy novel. I can't even write this book. Yeah. All those English teachers who I went to school with at York, you know what I'm saying? That student who put me down, he'll remember me. Yeah, I remember Ivan. I went to school with him in grade 8, like 30 years ago. And he wrote a novel that I can't even write. Yeah, man, I wrote an amazing novel then. Yeah, man. Samsara? Yeah. Oh, so that's what the smart English student does. Yeah, the smart English person, when they write a novel, because they have amazing English knowledge, they try their very best to wow you with their amazing English, but they lack the creativity and their story's boring. You see what I'm saying? I catch this all the time. Yeah, they have amazing English, but the story's boring. It's not flowing well because they don't have the creative gift. Don't hate them, so they don't have the creative gift. Yeah, man. That's why they struggle writing. Most smart English students, they struggle writing novels. They try to write it. Okay, I'm not that creative, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try my very best to wow the reader with my amazing English writing skills. But when you read the book, the story's boring. It's not flowing well. They don't have the gift, man. They lack the creativity. Whereas me, I'm not that great of an English writer. I don't know that much of the big words, but because I'm gifted, I can tell an amazing story. With because I'm gifted, obviously. I have a creative gift. Sarah? Yeah. 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 Is VJ creative like you? Of course she is. VJ has a gift like me too. God gave both of us a gift because he knew the gates would lock endorsements. VJ is obviously very creative. She can write music, man. She's very creative. She's creative like me, obviously. She can write music like me, right? Yeah. Yeah. Well, we should be shocked when you read your book. Yes, you will. Ivan, did you really write the Zane's book on your own, Ivan? Yeah, I did. Holy shit, Ivan, that was an amazing story, Ivan. Like, you wrote a masterpiece. I'm like, thank you. No, I said, yeah, you wrote that on your own, Ivan? I'm like, yeah, I did. She's like, holy shit, Ivan, you wrote a masterpiece. She's all like shocked. Yeah, Ivan, like, yeah, Ivan, I see your point. If you turn this into a movie, you're looking at a masterpiece, Ivan. Yeah, I know. You're looking at an amazing movie. If you turn it into a movie, man, looking at a masterpiece. Yeah, man. There's some things that won't translate well on screen, so we'll make a few changes to the story. But like, if you adapt that kind of story to the big screen, you're looking at a masterpiece. Amazing movie. Hence why Sky's Day will be buried in Hollywood, and Zane's will be the best fantasy story ever told, and the adaptation will be the best movie Joe's ever made. Anyways, guys, I talked for an hour and 12 minutes. I think that's good enough. I hope you guys enjoy this show. I'm gonna upload this video, and I'm gonna clean the house. I'll get my beer and smokes, get my money, get my beer and smokes. I'll enjoy the show with you after you guys. This is Iron Man. I'm signing off. Peace. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Peace out, guys. Don't hate him, son.